The following movie is rated R.
Hi, Henry.
Hi, Henry. Hi.
Hey guys, it's me again, Eric here at Mountaintop 9, and tonight I want to talk about the film The Horror Show, released back in 1989. It's also known outside of the US as House 3. And that's the interesting thing about The Horror Show, is this movie, it's a Sean Cunningham production. It was originally supposed to be a part of the House series. It was supposed to be the third entry. But when the producers saw what this film turned out to be, when they saw, the finished product, they were like, hey man, this movie is way too dark, way too violent. It doesn't really fit in with the House series because the first two House movies were quite a bit more lighthearted. So they decided to call this movie The Horror Show in America. Now, like I said, outside of the US, this movie is still known as House 3. But in America, it's called The Horror Show, which, funny enough, not a very good title, if you ask me. Don't you think they could have came up with something a little bit more imaginative?
And now, a brief word from our sponsors.
Years after the fall of Saigon, James Braddock is on his way to rescue the orphans of a forgotten war. Chuck Norris is fighting for everyone who can't fight back.
Don't step on any toes.
I don't step on toes. I step on necks.
Chuck Norris. Braddock missing in Action 3. Rated R.
Do you need your toilet plunged? Welcome to Uncle Ben's Plumbing Company. We're mighty happy to come down and plunge your shithole any day of the fucking week.
Now, as far as the plot goes, it's about this serial killer, played by Brian James. The character in the movie is called Max Jenke, and this guy is a butcher. He goes around with a meat cleaver just chopping people up, chopping their goddamn heads off and setting them on plates, chopping people's arms off. He's a total fucking maniac, and he's been on a prolonged killing spree, and eventually the cop in the movie, played by Lance Henriksen, eventually this cop tracks him down. He takes him into custody, and Max Jenke ends up getting executed in the electric chair. But the thing is, he's able to survive death. Just think about the movie Shocker, the Wes Craven movie that came out in 1989 also. Both of these movies had a killer that gets caught, and then he's put to death in the electric chair, but then his spirit's able to wreak havoc. So you've got Max Jenke's character, his spirit goes to the house of the cop. And obviously what he wants to do is make this cop suffer. He wants to kill his family. He wants to put this cop through pain and anguish.
All that did was give me a hard on. Increase the voltage. Yeah, increase the voltage, shithead! Lucas, I'm gonna tear your world apart. Coming back to fuck you. Oh my god. I thought you were dead.
So that's what it's all about, man. You got Max Janky's spirit there in the cop's house, and he begins committing murders. And what happens is the authorities think that it's Lance Henriksen's character. Because you gotta understand, this cop has been having nightmares. He's been haunted by all the awful visions of the shit that he went through. And so he's been having a hard time reacclimating to regular life. So the other people down at the police station, they think this cop is the one committing murder. They don't believe all this hocus pocus that it's Max Janky back from the fucking dead. So that's basically the movie in a nutshell as far as its plot is concerned. You've got K and B doing the effects in this movie. There are some pretty cool sequences in this movie, effects-wise, even though it's a little bit cheesy. Like, there's one part where Lance Henriksen, he's sitting down there and he's carving a roasted duck or something. He's carving the meat, right? And he looks down and this meat turns into this rubbery, awful looking monstrosity, and then it's got a little Brian James face and it's talking to him and it's taunting him and telling him how it's gonna kill his family and shit like that. It's just a really cool scene. I like that part. It's really fun. You know, this movie does have a dark tone to it, I gotta say. It kind of pulls no punches as the plot moves along, and you've got Brian James cackling like crazy. I love the way he plays the character because he kind of plays it up. He really hams it up. He could have done it darker and a little bit more straight-faced, but instead he's laughing and cackling and he's got that rat-like face. This guy was so good at playing sleazy bad guys. Anytime Brian James would turn up in a horror flick or an action movie, you know, it's something where you just welcomed him. Supposedly, this was Brian James' favorite role. Of all the roles he played, he loved playing the character of Max Janky the most. Now, as far as a bad quality about this movie, something I don't like the fact that Harry Manfredini did the score. The score is just fucking annoying. I'm not a fan of Harry Manfredini's scores. There are too many cues, too much stuff that he does that just sounds like the same shit that he did in the Friday the 13th movies. So that's the one thing I don't like about the horror show. But anyway, guys, that's all I've got to say about the horror show. Let me know in the comments section what you think about the movie. Like I said, I think it's a good movie. It's not a great movie or anything, but I'll tell you what, it's pretty fun, and I do like the tone of it. But anyway, that's enough for this review. I'll be seeing you again really, really soon.
Usted del gobierno canario. ¿De lo que sí, ¿qué está pasando con los ¿Y qué es lo que usted ¿Qué está pasando con los